Hey guys, welcome back to Models and Beer. We've made progress. I got the superstructure completed. Everything is painted, all the photo etches on it. Took me a little bit longer than I anticipated. I struggled a little bit with the railing on the photo etch, but all in all, it came out really nice, and you'll see that here in a few moments when I flip this thing around. Um, I got the towers still to do the fighting towers. The superstructure itself is complete, but now I got to build up and do the towers and stuff like that, which is going to come up in another video. But yeah, it came out really nice, and I kind of was all over the place with this video, and I'll try to piece it together the best I can so that it's not so jumbled, I guess. But anyway, guys, I'm trying to keep this really short. I've been having a lot of issues uploading large videos, so I try to keep them 20 25 minutes or so, and this one's going to be right around there, maybe a little bit over. But yeah, once again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and let's get right into it. All right, so here we are. This is the bottom level that's going to be attached onto the ship, and we're building the superstructure up from this. What I've decided to do is I was going to go ahead and just build everything and then go ahead and shoot it with primer and then go ahead and hit it with the blue and assemble it as one unit. So I didn't get lost in the instructions with the photo etch and the regular, kit provided instructions, I thought it would be best to do it a level at a time and even paint it a level at a time. And I'll tell you why. Each one of these levels has its own portholes and things like that. And once you start stacking everything on there, these portholes and stuff are going to be hard to get to. And I want to put the glass in there, or the window maker stuff in there to, to simulate the glass. So I think it would be easier just to go ahead and work it each one as a level, and then at the end assemble everything. So that's what I'm going to do. I got all the photo etch onto this level here. Some of this is still wet. Some of the glue I'm still just got to put together. And I got photo etch here that's in the front, which is from the Edwards kit. And everything, all the parts are on here for this level, or this deck, I should say. This structure here is put together, and the photo etch. What I had done with the photo etch is it gave you an option of, let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, here we go. It gave me the option here of whether you wanted your doors open or closed for that area. So what I did, just to kind of fun it up a little bit, I went ahead and put an open door on each side. And what I had to do in order to do that is I had to cut out some of the plastic from the door so that you could see in. So I did that, and I got those installed, and that door, you can see, it's kind of open there. And then I got the other one on the same thing on this side here. I still got some touch up to do on that inside door there. So yeah, what I'm going to do now, this piece is all ready for prime. I'm going to go ahead and shoot it with primer, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit it with the blue, the final color of the blue gray, and then I'm going to start, I'll put my next piece onto that. So this piece is ready for prime, and our next piece here is this guy here. And I already got it all assembled. I already got everything assembled on each deck, and pretty much everything's ready for paint, for primer and paint. This one has a spotlight on it. I don't know if you can see that right there. And oddly enough, that is made in clear plastic, which I don't understand why they did that. The housing I'm talking about, not the lens. The housing is all clear plastic. But I have it in place, and I'm going to go ahead and shoot it all with the gray primer. And then I'm going to hit it with the blue paint. And then, of course, I'll put my window maker in each one of these portholes. And what I'm going to do on this spotlight is I'm going to take a little bit of, I'm thinking some silver paint, and hit the inside of this. and then I'll put the clear lens over top of that. So I think that'll look nice when we get finished. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, this is all put together. Got a porthole back here on each side, which is also going to get the window maker. All these are. And then he will sit right here, like so. And you can see that the reason I was talking about waiting to glue these together and do them as single layers is it's going to be hard to get these portholes underneath, because this window maker, it has a long nose on it, but I would rather be right up on it where I can see exactly where it's going. So yeah, all right, so that level is complete and ready for prime and paint. Then we got this next level coming up, and again I went ahead and built the structure, or the, not sure what, I'm not familiar with what the nautical terms for all of these, but this level here, this building here, this one has, let me see if I can get it in here, larger windows. Let me see if I can get there. There we go. And so the window maker is not going to work for these. So what I'm going to do is cut a piece of clear styrene plastic and put it in, glue it into the back. And these portholes right here, of course, can go with the window maker. Those are the regular size. Shouldn't have any issues with that. And then this one will stack right on top of here, like so. Oh. There we go, right there. And then it brings us to this guy. This guy is at the top. And this one is going to be a project in itself, and then because of this little building right here. Let me get this out of the way. This one right here. And I'll tell you why. The photo etch, if I can find the right sheet here. Here we go. The photo etch has us cutting this out and removing it, which is this piece here. It wants us to cut it out and remove it, and then it leaves you a big hole. So it wants you to fill this hole in, and then of course when you do that, you're going to have to sand it out smooth and try to keep all the wrinkles and waves out, keep it looking like it's the regular deck, which is going to be a project in itself. And then it includes the photo etch replacement part. Now, let me show you. I already got it put together, and this is it here. And there really isn't much difference between what's already on here and what you're making. Let me see if I can get the focus here. There we go. The only difference, main difference, is there is windows cut at the top, where the kit provided part has just indentations to simulate the windows. And if I could have found a way to remove these out of here without, sacrificing these pieces in between the windows and scarring it up or even breaking them, I would go ahead and use this piece here just to save the troubles of what's coming up. And because this piece really doesn't look bad, it's not a bad piece, and when it's painted and everything, it would, I don't think you're going to be able to tell the difference. Like I said, other than this one has the windows in the top, the holes, and also this one has a door on its side where this piece does not. So I'm going to go ahead and use the photo etch piece here. I'm going to go ahead and put a door on here, and I think I'm going to put the door open like I did on that bottom piece so you can kind of see inside there, and we'll see how that comes out. But this is all ready to go. I just got the labor's job now of cutting this out and sanding everything smooth, filling in the hole, and yeah, all of that. Another concern that I have with this is this hole that already exists on this part. And this hole holds one of the legs for the stand for the one of the tripod legs that go up to the towers. And when I fill this hole in, I have to be careful not to disfigure the hole that needs to be there. And why I'm saying that is if it's not exact, that leg could, by doing it wrong, could tilt the leg left or right or frontwards, backwards, and really mess up the alignment of this tower. So that's another reason this concerns me, which is another reason I thought about just keeping this piece here. I think it's going to save me a whole lot of problems down the road. But I really want the holes on the top. I'm looking for detail on this build. I think the more detail, the more interesting it is to look at it in the spinal, after it's completed and in its case and being shown people. I want this to be a build that somebody could look at and look at it for 10 minutes and still not see everything, if that makes any sense. So I am going to go ahead and remove that and put the photo etch piece on there. And then I'm going to take it all out for prime, and then I'm going to go ahead and shoot it with the blue, and I'll get back with you guys as soon as this is done. So thanks for watching. I'll be right back. Alright guys, just to save you from having to listen to that buzzing of the Dremel tool, I'm just going to voice over this little part here. Basically just cutting out this structure here to replace it with the photo etch part. Was a lot thicker than I thought it was, but it came off with fairly easy, and just doing a little trimming here. And the hole that I was concerned about for the tripod leg that goes into there was a separation. You can see it right there, so that was no longer a concern. We didn't have to worry about distorting that hole, or so yeah, it came out fine the way it was. So just cleaning it up a little bit, and let's get back to it, guys. So okay, we're just cleaning up here. I'm sanding it down, and that's going to complete that part. I was kind of dreading that because I didn't know, what I was getting myself into. But it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Like I said, it was a little thicker than I anticipated, the plastic itself. So it took a little bit of cutting and sanding and grinding to get it perfect. But all in all, it came out okay. And now all I have to do is get the floor or the base put in there. Here's the photo etch part on its place there where it's going to be, and it all looks pretty good right there. Everything came out good. Like I said, all I have to do now is put the floor in and continue on with the build. So let's get back to it. So I'm going to just put a floor in here, a temporary floor, so the putty don't fall through. There we go. That way we got a foundation for our putty to sit on. I am using Tester's contour putty, and I've had really good luck with this as far as using it as a filler for the plastic. It sands easy. I got a little clog here in the top. There we go. I got everything painted. I got the railings put on. I got the spotlights in place. And we are going to be ready to move on. Let me just run through this real quick, the progress that I have made here. Like I said, I got the spotlights on. I don't know if you can make those out. They came out nice. I got the railing in place. Let me spin this around here. There we go. This is the other side here. Now this is the first level of the superstructure, the first level. And then we got, this is the second level here. I got again the railings all in place. I got the window maker in the portholes, so all of those have windows. I don't know if you can make that out or not. A lot of that's going to be hidden after it's put together, but just in the event that one or two of those are visible, I wanted to make sure that they were covered. And there's the railing on this side, in the back. The railings, the photo etch railings took a little practice to getting used to, but I pulled it off. I don't think anything looks terrible on it. Maybe a more advanced modeler could have done a better job, but I'm happy with the outcome on that. And that guy's going to sit right on top of there like so. And then we got this next level here. And again, this one's completed, got all the railing on it. The back side. And the opposite side here. Now these portholes are filled also with the window maker. I went ahead and cut the strips of styrene, I don't know if you can see it in here, for these larger windows, and I glued those in place. I used some Mod Podge as an adhesive so it wouldn't fog up that plastic, and I think that came out relatively nice. You can see the windows there. Yeah, so that one's going to lay on top of this guy here, like so. And then we got the last deck here of the superstructure. And I got the radar here completed. Again, all the railing is complete. And I started a little bit of weathering on this one, just to test the waters. These darker areas here that you're seeing is just some panel liner that I had used to just kind of see how it would bring out the details of like the doors and stuff like that. So that's what that those dark areas are on there. And I wasn't really happy with how this little building here came out. It's a little rough looking. I wish I would have left the kit provided one on there, but it is what it is. And I think, you know, we got the tower coming up off of here now with the three of the stilts, and then the fighting tower coming up, and I think that's going to be busy enough where it's not going to bring a whole lot of attention to this little guy here. So, and he's going to go on here as such. And let's see if I can get you a view of this here. This is how it's going to look completed here. I think that came out nice. That's looking really good. Time consuming, yes it was. There was a lot of parts, a lot of photo etch. Took me maybe a few days longer than I anticipated. But let me see if I can get me a thumbnail shot here for the cover. There we go. Yeah, so that's it. I still have the ladders to do between the floors, and the way I'm going to have to do that is as I'm putting it onto the ship itself. So I got the first level. I'm going to put that onto the ship, put the ladders on, then the second level, and then the ladders for the second level, and build it up as I go. There's really no way of putting the ladders in once all these floors are connected. So I got that to do. I'm going to go ahead and do the ladders, and I will post some pictures of the completed project. Guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you shortly.